Introduction to texting. In this video series, we're going to talk about the ways that will generate you the most amount of business when you are texting a potential buyer. One of my favorite questions to ask salespeople when they're texting customers is, why are you texting? Or what are you hoping for? Because a lot of times we're texting buyers, we may not know what our goal is. Every single time you text message the buyer, you should be moving to an appointment or a sale. Most of the time, that's what it's all about. So when you're sending text messages, think, is this getting me closer to a car deal? Sometimes you'll get in long communication with the customer where multiple texts will go back and forth and things will get sidetracked. This is okay sometimes, and sometimes it even helps the relationship. Just remember your goal though when you're texting the customer. You are texting because you're trying to have them come in and purchase a vehicle. Now, one of the questions you want to ask yourself a lot of times is it better to call this customer or is it better to text? Sometimes the text is actually more effective. It's faster communication and the buyer will enjoy that more. I work with people, especially in our creative department, no names. They get so much anxiety when they have to talk on the phone that they literally have to go into a room by themselves and close the door. Some people, especially non sales types, don't like talking on the phone. So, text is a great way to communicate with certain types of buyers. It's just another tool in the box. Don't live and die by text messages, though. I have never heard so many excuses in my life not to call until texting got more and more prevalent. Did you call your customer? No, 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 but I text them. Texting should not be a replacement to the phone call. You need to be able to utilize both. Sometimes texting is going to be more powerful, though. You never want to give up the phone call, though. And a lot of times you're going to need to call, and calling is no excuse not to text, and texting is no excuse not to call. Optin. You want to make sure that you're following all the rules of the dealership, all of the processes, and that you are opting customers in. Regardless of what you hear during the series, if it sounds like I'm saying text from your cell phone, I'm only saying that if it's okay with the dealership. And most of the time, we're going to be talking about customers that have opted in to communication. Have SMS templates ready. You don't need to reinvent the wheel every single time. If you're sending video, have scripts and outlines ready to go. Know what you're going to say before you start hitting the record button. Have a why buy here text template ready to go. Have trade evaluation links and things like that ready to go. Have directions to the dealership ready to go. All the texts that you send over and over again, have those teed up and ready to be sent to the buyer. If you're writing the same text over and over and over again, just like an email, that should be a template. In this series, we're all about effective text messages that bring the buyer to the dealership so you could sell more vehicles.